Welcome to Breaking Crypto News. Shiba Inu lead developer invites people from all religions to join Shibarium. As we start the news about Shiba Inu, show the power of Shibarium, please subscribe and share this video. You can listen to Kusama's article about the invitation in this video, please share. Shytoshi Kusama, the lead developer of Shiba Inu, has invited everyone, irrespective of their religion, to embrace Shibarium. According to a blog post yesterday, Kusama said Shibarium is designed to unshackle people from the broken system and shift people's consciousness from the greed of capitalism to a healthier approach. To achieve this goal, Kusama invites people from all religions, such as Atheists, Buddhists, Christians, Hindus, Jews, Muslims, Shinto, Taoists, Wiccan, and Luciferians. Kusama used the blog post to invite believers, calling them to join Shibarium once it launches. Join us with an open heart and the willingness to learn, and together we will unshackle ourselves from this broken system, said Kusama. The Shiba Inu lead developer added that he would share his thoughts on how these religions can be united during the launch of Shibarium beta testing. Shibarium common values. Meanwhile, Kusama also highlighted the shared values of Shibarium. According to Kusama, there are 4 common values of Shibarium: burn, protect, grow, and help. The burn value of Shibarium encourages the burning of SHIB tokens within the L2 network to help build a global ecosystem. Secondly, Kusama said the team would share feedback about illicit projects within Shibarium to protect users from falling prey to scams. Thirdly, Kusama urges upcoming projects in Shibarium to make voluntary donations to different NGOs to help alleviate people's suffering. Lastly, Kusama said the grow value of Shibarium will require projects to allocate a portion of their profit to the Shib DAO Foundation. It bears mentioning that Kusama's recent blog post is the first of a series of articles the lead developer plans to release to introduce Shibarium. According to Kusama, the highly anticipated L2 network is ready to go live and will soon be launched. Kusama's article on invitation. Shibarium, the invite. Thus far, we've stated that Shibarium is a Layer 2, L2, blockchain that allows anyone to build a digital product, conduct peer-to-peer transactions, and other basic capabilities. But that is only the beginning. Shibarium is so much more. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Sun Tzu. For what feels like a millennia, the world has been divided. This division of thought, the disconnect between our values and beliefs, are, primarily, an illusion created by shadowy feline entities to maintain the status quo. These shadowcats hide behind their power and influence, a vast network of corrupted wealth that utilizes obscure technology and brute force to keep the majority of the population broken down and debilitated. But that past doesn't have to be our future. Shibarium is the answer. Throughout this series of articles, I will detail Shibarium completely and, with the help of Call, our development team, and the others at Unification Fund, I will reveal what sets Shibarium apart from the constant flood of other emerging blockchains. At the same time, I'll explain what makes it familiar, tried and true in quality, on day 1. Moreover, why we chose this technology, how to use it, how to build on it, and why you should join our movement as soon as possible will all be answered in these articles, followed by all the documentation needed to start building your project Shibarium. First though, a basic question. What is Shibarium? Thus far, we've stated that Shibarium is a Layer 2, L2, blockchain that allows anyone to build a digital product, conduct peer-to-peer transactions, and other basic capabilities. But that is only the beginning. Shibarium is so much more. As the lead who is dedicated to the founding vision of Ryoshi for the larger SHIB ecosystem, I can confidently say what we've created is the first step in a global movement to end the cycle of abusive control by embracing the power of decentralization. This approach is a multifaceted one. Shibarium is not only the tool that empowers the SHIB army to utilize digital assets in the form of tokens and NFTs or gain access to digital places like the metaverse. Shibarium also encourages closed community product loops, the ability to launch community-originated, Shiba-branded, physical products in real life with more utility than ever before, exercise product loyalty by choosing quality-equivalent Shiba-oriented goods, and of course, craft unique, community-powered platforms unaffiliated with the SHIB development team. In fact, the only centralized aspect of Shibarium is a core system and corresponding interface that allows us to foster actual trust as we embark on this journey together in a previously trustless society, and a series of validators and delegators that keep the system decentralized and operational. We'll get back to these two special positions in a later article. I know that's a mouthful, even for me, so let me simplify. Shiba everywhere gives us the ability to turn the tides of this battle without waging war. With Shibarium, we can simply walk away from the systems that oppress us and work together to make a better world with the culmination of all our skills, experiences, and a common vision. Shibarium Common Values. To achieve this, I call upon all who want to help bring this potential future to fruition. While I will be outlining my thoughts on how we can become more unified than ever during the Shibarium beta testing, there are multiple values that must be identified and some fundamental understandings that all people, projects, companies, and entities that join or work with us should understand. Burn, we, the Shibarium Core, also known as early adopters, are committed to building a global ecosystem and encourage burning Shib on every Shibarium project. Protect, we respect each legitimate Shibarium project and understand scams will exist on the L2, so we must do our own research, DOOR. For our own protection, and we as a community will provide feedback so others can learn about people and projects without FUD, but in truth. Help, whenever possible, Shibarium projects should prioritize donating to our larger community by finding and supporting a global network of non-profit organizations. Thank you for all who have donated in the recent and far along past. Grow, we encourage Shibarium projects to not only burn and donate, but also to place a portion of profits into the Shib Doggy DAO Foundation that decides how the assets in the DAO wallet can best be applied. Obviously, teams that do this are truly for the community. We understand that not every project in our ecosystem will be able to utilize these values, but where there is great success, the above must at least be considered. Based on global GDP, even a small percentage of thriving portfolios would allow us to implement this plan to an exponential degree. This, in turn, will give us the opportunity to shift the world's consciousness away from the greed of capitalism to a healthier, hybridized approach, one where people can still profit from their hard work and expertise, but know in their heart they are also helping move the community forward. The Who of Shibarium. Who is invited to Shibarium? Everyone. Everyone, from everywhere. No matter where you call home, regardless of what you believe or how you may practice, no matter the color of your blood, or the color of your skin, or fur, you are invited to take part in the future Shibarium can help us bring to life. The only requirement is that respect is given to those around you, so that you can be shown respect in return. Join us with an open heart and the willingness to learn, and together we will unshackle ourselves from this broken system. This is a friendly worldwide call. As we are a global community, one issue we are facing is how we can unify. Unification is key to our success, technologically and technically, so I want to address the individuals that make up our community before we go any further. To my friends who are atheists, Shibarium represents a natural progression of the world that recognizes the harnessable power of the people and directs it into a closed system that prevents the resources, power, and love therein from being siphoned to only a privileged few. Your belief in science is noble and I respect what you are. I hope you can find it in your heart to work with us to make this world a better place, not because of a particular religion, but because it is the right thing to do. To my friends who are Buddhist, and the various other branches therein out of all of the religions herein, this is the one I am working hardest to attain, the Noble Eightfold Path. With your assistance and work in Shibarium, we can shift the world from a mindset associated with unrighteousness to Samyank, righteousness. As this is perfectly aligned with your beliefs, I graciously invite all Buddhists to join us in this fight for a righteous world. To my friends who are Christians, as many of you in the faith have seen, we are close to the global shift found in Revelations, and this, Shibarium, represents our attempt to set up a system away from the beast system that is evolving before your eyes. Join us with faith that you are doing the righteous thing. To my friends who are Hindus, Namaste. After years of confusion, and after months of deep introspection, I have learned the truth about Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and this wonderful language we share. Armed with this knowledge, I believe you, as the holders of wisdom and truth, have a divine role to play in this fight to balance the Dharma of the globe, and I humbly ask for your assistance. Namaste and thank you. To my friends who are Jews, as my lineage is Sephardic, it is dear to my heart that this system brings us closer to uniting the hidden, unfound, and oppressed Jews of the world that have been scattered to the four corners of the earth and therefore closer to the redemption of the world. It's time. To my friends who are Muslims, as my lineage is Sephardic Jew, we are family. As your scholars call for this level of righteousness daily, I hope my call for your involvement and assistance will resonate with you deeply, as it is time to lay out the carpet for Imam Mehdi, and Shibarium is the way to do so in my humble opinion. I encourage you to join us and help us remain away from the system siphoning the soul of humanity. To my friends who are Shinto, the balance of kami is being threatened and a rebalancing must take place. To achieve this, the entire world must work together to ensure the spirit/energy of the elements, Elohim, are pleased and continue to support our physical reality. As a vital part ignored by so many others, I believe the Shiba Inu was divinely chosen as the mascot to ensure that kami was not to be forgotten as we push forward with all our might to make a more righteous world. To my friends who are Taoist, Happy New Year! The Tao of the universe flows through all. This Tao has many names. Exodus 6 verse 2, for those who say God has only one, and is sorely unbalanced. Thus, the righteousness that stems from the balance of Tao must be restored. I kindly request your involvement so that we can rebalance the world and allow the Tao to flow freely again to humans. To my friends who are Wiccan, a quick glance at the larger astrological and astronomical picture shows that it is time for everything I've outlined herein. As you well know then, this attempt is divinely ordained and resistance is truly futile. Join us and restore the balance you know is needed for a peaceful world. To the Luciferians, even the negative light of Lucifer has a place in the current global system, but, as his light is being worshipped by those in power, and thus has an unfair advantage, the dimming of this light is a divinely protected rebalancing that must take place before utter destruction results from the heinous activities that have gone way too far. For any religions I missed, surely, unless you worship evil, your religion has the common thread of a righteous world and belief system. These values are being destroyed, and at the same time, the resources, time, money and love of people is being siphoned out of the community and into the ancient bloodline of corrupt shadow leaders that continue to keep countless lives in bondage. Shibarium is how we win, and no matter your belief, I invite you with this letter to join us. Next up. In the next blog, I will outline the year in review, 2022 good and bad. I'll discuss FUD and expect FUD for this blog as well. Finally, in the last few blogs we'll get into the intake form, how and why, technical details of the L2, tokenization for new projects, and the start of the Shibarium beta as Call returns after the loss of his father. Be safe out there everyone, and talk soon. Want to talk about Shibarium before the beta or intake form? Join us in the Telegram group. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to see the next Shiba Inu news. Disclaimer: the information provided on this video does not constitute investment advice. Financial advice, trading advice, for informational purposes only. You should not treat any of the video's content as such. Please consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.